everybody.
I like that little ditty. What's the name of that, Pete?
I have no idea. Some blues from somewhere, somehow or another, and I run across things and they sound good, so I try to imitate it. And,
Yeah, I love that.
yeah, some would say I would even bastardize it, but anyway, it's
no. Welcome
that's
to
me.
Hey, all you FlossTubers out there.
Hi there.
FlossTube land.
Hi there. Yep, let me move the microphone over here so you pick up Kathy good as well.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard me. Hope you did. Anyway, hi, FlossTubers.
Hey, we missed you guys last month.
We sure did. December went by. I don't know what happened, but we didn't record a FlossTube.
Where did it go? What happened to it?
I think everybody's December was busy. But
Yeah.
anyway, we are here. It's the new year, January the 7th.
2023.
Saturday in
Can you believe it?
North Carolina. We're
North
in
Carolina.
Wake Forest, North Carolina. So welcome to our FlossTube.
Yeah.
And this is a video about cross stitching
And woodworking.
and quilting and maybe some other little things thrown in.
Yeah, maybe a little guitar music. Who
Yeah,
knows
a
there?
little guitar music.
And for those who are new here, I guess we should introduce ourselves maybe,
Yes,
right?
yes.
My name is Peter.
I'm Kathy
Together we are Pete's Bee Skeps.
and Carolina Cross Stitcher.
Yeah, actually it's Carolina Cross Stitcher and Pete's Bee Skeps. I'm just kind of a tag along in the
No,
show
no,
here.
no. You're the main event,
No,
sweetheart.
I'm not the main event. No.
You
If I'm the
are.
main event, we've just lost half of our
No.
crowd. Yeah.
I don't know. I did a whip parade and I had Carol Fawcett said, I miss Peter.
Oh, thank you, Carol. Bless
Thanks,
your heart.
Carol. So anyway, welcome. We hope that you will stay with us for a little while and visit. We have a lot of stuff to show.
Sure do. But we're so glad to be back here
Yeah,
again.
we're
We,
glad-
we missed you all. And
Yes, we did.
Yeah, so, but anyway, we're back, and so
we
good
are
to see
here
you again.
now. We have so many different things. We've got FFOs and FOs and whips.
And any other kind of an
plans.
acronym you could probably figure out.
Haul and shop news. But anyway, we hope that you will stay a while, and if you like what you see and you're new, please subscribe, like, and hit the little bell, and that will notify you when we have a video up and recorded. Yeah, we've got we're so happy for all of our commenters. We've had so many wonderful comments. And we just wanted to share it. Let's see, on the comments, Ginger Spice Eyes. I love that handle, Ginger. But anyway, she said that she's also working on a forest groove. And I'm working on that too. And she's about 3/4 of the way through.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You got
And
some catching up to do.
Got some catching up to do. She's going to be done before me. But that's good. I want to see it, Ginger Spice Eyes. So you need to send me a picture on maybe Instagram or Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Linda commented that she grew up in North Carolina too.
How about that?
Yeah. So it's a small world.
Where
And
from?
she attended the college. She was over in Jacksonville, towards the mountains. I think she said Jacksonville. If I'm wrong, Linda, forgive me. But she's got friends in Raleigh and in Wake Forest.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
How about that?
How about that?
We're all
Yeah.
connected. We could walk by each other on the street, not even know.
Not even know. But anyway, we normally feature a quilt of some sort. Just very quickly, for all of you that want to get to the stitching, we'll get to the stitching, okay? But before we get going, this is a Christmas quilt I did, and it's a table topper, and it was a lot of fun to make. I was going to iron it for you guys, but I was afraid to because I quilted it with a metallic thread, and I didn't know if it would melt. So I didn't want to take that chance. The pattern is, and it's a pattern that's been around a while, but it's a keeper. I want to make another one. I'd like to do one for every season. I think that would be fun. But it's called the Crazy 8 Strip Teaser Table Topper. And I'll list all this information down below. If you don't have a pen and paper and you want to grab it, you'll be able to see it down below. It's by the 3/4 Crazies. Which is really cute, in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but this was back in 2006. And what you do is you make a strata of all these different fabrics, and you go from dark to light, and then you make one from light to dark, and then you cut them in triangles and piece them together. And it makes this design, which I think is really neat. And that design looks a little different than these. So you can do a lot of different things with it. My sister Karen made me one out of fabrics that are my color, kind of the oranges and the browns and the greens. And I'll show that to you guys sometime. It's over there and I can't get it off the table because there's so much stuff on it. So Anyway, this was a lot of fun to make. Thank you for, you can show the back if you want to.
Okay, all right. There we go. Here's the back.
I just quilted it. It was almost a stitch in a ditch, but not really. I kind of went over the ditch a little bit. It was a little easier instead of doing stitch in a ditch. You can flip it back. Just with muslin. I just used muslin for the back. But we put that on the table during Christmas, and I like it. I like it a lot.
Yep. Sadly, we won't be able to see it again for about another 10 months.
Yeah. But anyway, I wanted to thank Merritt.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Merritt, if you're watching, you blessed us beyond measure.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And we got your gift in on December the 24th, Christmas
Matter of
Eve.
fact, that's how
Christmas
you couldn't
Eve.
have timed that any perfect.
Yeah, and I had no idea that you were doing anything. And I opened it up, and there was just one thing after the other that was just so beautiful.
True happy mail.
Oh my goodness, you made me cry, girl. You made me cry. But she sent this beautiful card, this beautiful Christmas card of the family and the baby Christ. I just love it. And she wrote just a wonderful thing in there. She made these mug rugs. Look at these. Aren't they darling? Look how precious. She embroidered on them, used a nice striped back. But I tell you, Merritt, I don't want to use these to put coffee on.
First of all, we don't have a coffee cup that big.
No. Well, you're supposed to do like your coffee and then your cookies or whatever. Yeah. But these are just going to sit around at Christmas. They're not going to get used other than just decoration.
So beautiful.
Because they are so beautiful.
Did a beautiful job, Mary. Thank you so
all
much.
by hand. I mean, all of the. You just did a beautiful job. I wonder if did you use bias binding for this? I bet you did, to get it to go around that circle.
It's beautiful.
You really did a beautiful job. So she sent that, and everything was tied up in beautiful ribbon. Look at this, and this is ribbon I can use. This nice Grosgain ribbon. Isn't that beautiful? Packaged so pretty, and Christmas tissue. I had commented on one of her posts about a Christmas chair that she had, and she said she had two of them. So she sent one to me and Peter. This is both of ours. It's not just mine.
Beautiful, beautiful
Isn't
decoration.
that beautiful?
That's how creative some people are.
Oh,
I tell you,
goodness.
putting that all together.
Look how gorgeous.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Nice. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so
Mary.
much. And then,
Oh yeah, but wait, there's more.
oh, this is just so beautiful. Look at this. Can you see the milk glass? And she made this beautiful pin cushion with two buttons. Oh gosh, that is so pretty. Did the rickrack around it.
Beautiful piece.
And even did a stitch in between the rickrack to accent it. Peter, I think it's getting blown out there.
Well, I think because the light hold on, let me.
Isn't that beautiful? We're going to pause for just 1 second.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We adjusted the shades a little bit, the blinds.
Too much light coming in.
Too much light coming in. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, Merritt, this is just so gorgeous. Where did you find this milk glass? Oh, I'd love to get. And you can put your scissors in here. But I put this in our guest bedroom that I have a lot of beautiful things from Mom. Things that Mom made or things that I had given her, or just, special things, pictures and things. But anyway, we want to insert a picture of that. I took a picture and sent it to Merritt Crawford. She's So Just Because Buzz on YouTube, and also I think on Instagram. So anyway, we'll put a picture here to show you what it looks like on the old antique bookshelf that's in our guest bedroom.
All right. Good.
Thank you so much, Merritt.
Yes, Mary, thank you. That was
Thank you,
beautiful.
thank you,
Absolutely beautiful.
Just beautiful. You are such a dear friend. I want to meet you sometime. So we need to get together somehow.
It would be fun to go to one of these conventions where there are a lot of go for these things and have a little booth there set up maybe, and we could.
Oh, maybe so.
Or maybe just go and just to meet people. That would
Maybe
be nice.
just go and stitch.
Well, you can stitch.
You can play guitar. You can
I'll stand around and do what I do the very best, which is absolutely nothing.
So anyway, we want to get to some stitching and some woodworking.
Okie doke.
Right?
Let's do it.
since I've been kind of yakking away, do you want to do some FFOs, and we can swap back and forth. So you show some, and I'll show some, and that way.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Sounds
Absolutely.
like a plan.
Absolutely. I don't know what FFO to start with first here, but
Well, you've got the gifts over there.
yeah. Let's start with this little booger right here.
Now, is that going to be in the shop? Or is that
No.
No. Okay.
Does that make a difference?
Okay. Yes. Yes, because we don't want to get shop news until the end.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. We're trying to get it.
It's not going in the shop. This is something that I did. I wanted to show you. Is that okay?
Yes, that's great.
I got permission, so
That
here we
is
go.
all.
I have a little lidded bowl that I made here out of an old piece of spalted oak I found laying around. In fact, this thing was so old and beat up, it just looked so sad.
Oh.
And my, you see, talk about stash. This one's got stash upstairs in her closet, all kinds of stuff like that. Well, I've got stash too, but my stash, I had to build a shed to put all my stash in. And every time I go to my shed, it's amazing what I find out there.
Oh.
And I found this piece of oak a little while back,
Really
and
pretty.
so I made a little lidded bowl out of it. And as you can see how, I mean, it's so old, it's pockmarked and everything like that. It looks like it's just about rotted out. I don't know where I had gotten this piece there from, and I thought, well, this is probably going to disintegrate when I put it on the wheel and spin it. But I hardened the wood a little bit, gave it a little bit of a
That's really rustic.
really rustic
Yeah.
and whatnot. But I love working with some of these old pieces because it's got such character and stuff like that. That it just, it's fantastic how these things.
You just never know what you're going to get.
You never know when you cut into a piece of wood what you're going to get there.
I'm glad you didn't put anything on the bottom there because that's so pretty on the bottom.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to do anything like that. But anyway, this is just this was all one piece there, as you can see from here. This little shaded area had bark on there. That's where that lined up and whatnot. And I didn't put a button on the top. I just thought I'd just cut a little thing.
You don't need a button.
And it's be just like something little.
Yeah.
We can throw our little coins or something like that in there. Who's got coins nowadays? I don't know. But anyway. So that's an
keys
FFO.
or anything. Buttons.
Or just as a display.
Just as a display.
For
You could
something old and way, way back.
Yeah.
I don't know how old this tree was that it came off there, but
it's an old oak.
Old oak.
Old oak.
Very old oak.
Very old oak.
I like working with oak. It's old stuff. Problem is, oak has a tendency to crack.
Yeah.
Which keeps me steadily employed, filling cracks with epoxy and infusing glue and everything like that. So, what I don't want to happen is that we send something to somebody and it
for it to crack.
Yeah, for a crack to come.
So we don't do a whole lot of oak out unless it's a real seasoned wood and really good shape.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, I have an FFO.
All right, let's see it.
I did it yesterday. I finished it yesterday.
Yeah.
And you might see it sitting over here.
And actually, this is an FFO on parts of both of us.
Both of us.
That's
yes.
right.
Isn't that fun?
How about that?
Oh my goodness. Let me pull this out first. Okay. Of course, y'all have seen this. The Heart in Hand. I love her charts. This was Christmas Tiny Town. I finished it last year, but I wanted to get it FFO'd. And I don't know, for you guys that are back, that have been with us for a while, I was wanting to do it on one of Peter's spools.
Yes.
Yeah, one of his special spools. So, guess what?
Oh, gosh. Let me hold that for you while I grab that, or you got to show that first? Okay.
I'll show this first. Well, you hold that one.
Okay, all right. Well, if you'd let me hold it.
This is actually a candle holder that Peter made. And it's out of the same wood. It's Rosewood Patagonia.
Rosewood Patagonia.
And this was a piece of wood that I bought for you for your birthday many years ago.
Exactly. I made a candle holder for this there, and but I never really had a candle that fitted it. And as it turned out, didn't need to, because these kind of go together like peas and carrots.
Nice display. That's real heavy, so I'm going to do
this.
this.
Real heavy, very heavy, dense wood. Rosewood Patagonia.
So this is a 5-hole spool, and it's large. It's 11 inches around and 2 1/4 inch high. And this just worked. It just worked. So you can see the little stitch there.
They're beautiful. That looks so nice against that wood too.
And I forgot, I noticed after it was finished that I forgot to put the buttons on. So I can take it off and put the buttons on. That's no problem. It's just tied on with this baker's twine. And I wanted to be able to, switch this out. So I bought yesterday all of the rest of the.
Just had to.
I just had to. I don't have the floss. I might have some of the floss. But anyway, so I want to get them stitched and have them out per season. I don't know if she'll come out with a fall one. It would be nice if she did come out with a fall one. Yeah. That Joy looks backwards. I hope in real life it's going the right way.
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look at my T-shirt. Looks backwards.
It does. Right? Okay, so it's like a mirror. Okay.
That's the way with the camera. So
anyway, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I used SF101. I used one layer of SF101. I measured it to the exact size that I wanted it. Turned down, the edges first, these edges. And then turn down the other edges and put another piece of SF101 on top of that. And then I wanted to put the baker's twine, and I wasn't sure how to do it because I wanted it on the outside and I didn't want to really stitch it around because I didn't want the stitching to show. So I took an 11-inch by a 1/4 inch wide SF101 and put it on the edge of the stitching and caught the baker's twine in it. Now the next one I do, I might put a button here. I'm not sure. But I did sew down. I did 2 little stitches down on my sewing machine just to kind of get that delay a little flatter and to be more secure. But I think that works.
That looks beautiful. Beautiful.
I just love this little stitch.
How uncanny did that just happen? I just happened to make it that size and it fits.
I know.
That doesn't happen very often.
So anyway, if you want to do something like this, you can let us know, and Peter could make a spool to fit. Of course, the Rosewood Patagonia, we don't carry that because it's very expensive wood. Very, very expensive wood. It's hard to find. It's exotic.
Yep.
And it's extremely heavy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we might carry it sometime if we ever came across a good deal. Then we might.
If we can get right now, we don't have some, but we got other woods that are wider than wide like that I can use, and for anything else that you may have a specific size that you need or something like that. Right. Just let me know, and I just cut it to size whatever to fit your cross stitch and number of scissor holes in there or none or whatever you want there, that kind of thing. So we can do it.
We can do it. Yes, we can. Yeah. So that's my FFO. Do you have some more, don't you?
Do I?
Yes, you do.
Oh, these right here, yeah.
All those, okay. And the gifts.
And the gifts. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll go to the gifts first because it'll be easier there because I got to envision picking that up and going everywhere.
Okay, Karen, Diane, and Karen, if you happen to
be watching, is what she's trying to say.
Watching this, look away!
Yeah, don't look. All right.
Because we hadn't had a chance to get this to them yet.
We went over visit with family on Christmas time there and had a wonderful luncheon there with Kathy's brother, who's a wonderful cook. He and his wife there, and they made crab cakes for us.
Lump crab cakes.
Not really a big fan of fish food, but these were fantastic. Yeah. And so we went over there. The surprise, they were doing a gift exchange, and we didn't know. The family never let us know we were doing that kind of thing. So here we are receiving all these gifts from everybody, and we had nothing to give. Yeah. So Kathy, out of the bigness and goodness of her heart, she volunteered me to make them a gift to catch up. Well, she means well. She says, when she says things
like... He is such a good sport.
Yeah, see, I know what it means when she says, we need to do something. I know what that means. Anyway, regardless. So, made some... I went back to the old style of
this is what we started with.
What we started with, which was kind of fun. It's kind of nostalgic going back. Yeah. And I made 3 bead skeps, 2 out of cherry and 1 out of cedar, which is what they requested. So let me just show you the first is the cedar one here. And this is a big boy. He's a heavy little booger.
He's a handsome dude.
And then they bigger hole out there for their big. They got shear scissors and not these little
embroidery scissors. They're all quilters, so they have the seamstress scissors.
Yeah. So this is one here. The cedar still. So you can still smell the cedar in there as well. That's the best part about that whole thing there. And I haven't turned actually cedar now for a while.
I know.
So we're going to get some of those in the shop, I guess. I'm going to go back to these bigger ones as well, too. Yeah. Because they're just kind of neat and fun. And
I just love all the little knot holes, or they're not actually where the limbs were.
Limbs came through, so they are actually knots.
Okay.
Yeah. So beautiful. I like wood. Very soft wood, but it takes a nice shine. Finishes up very nicely. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. I think we asked them what kind of wood they preferred.
Right.
Yeah, and Karen said she would like cedar. So we accommodated.
You get what you ask for. And the other two that I made here, now these are both cherry. Not quite as big as Mr. Cedar over there.
Not as big, yeah.
But still.
Beautiful.
Beautiful pieces there. Big holes there for their shears and whatnot. And nice, just lovely, lovely wood. We've got some really nice cherry that we were able to get and whatnot. So it was a lot of fun making these, even though I was volunteered for it.
And you could actually use them for embroidery scissors.
You can. There you go.
Which I think that looks really cute.
It does, yeah. How about that? Oh, yeah, it's very nice. Very nice. So,
yeah. I could even fit two pair in there. I've got one upstairs that's a big one.
Yeah, but they would be banging against each other in there, though.
I know. But it's plenty of length.
Yeah. The only thing about this is we show this on the screen. It doesn't really show. This is the thing about our graphics that we have and pictures and cameras and whatnot. They don't really show all the nice little grain and the color that this would have. This is more red as I'm holding here in my hand looking at it, but as I look at it on the screen, it looks more brown.
Blonde, yeah.
Which, in a way, it could work in our favor, because when people do see these in the shop and the pictures we take, they look just like this, but when they get it, it may be like the wow factor there. It look actually better than what they were hoping for. Yeah. At least that's what I'm hoping for, and they would like it. So anyway,
they're beautiful.
That's my FFO for the Christmas gifts for last year.
And then Peter did something for us for Christmas that was really special. And
I
did talk about this a little bit in my whip parade. But
okay, once again, she says we need to get the Christmas tree down and decorated. So I dutifully went up to the attic and dug out from underneath everything else up there, the Christmas tree.
Funny.
And plugged it in, made sure all the lights work, and that's as far as it went. I didn't get any decorations down whatsoever, and I was waiting for the command from on high saying,
"It didn't come.
Where are those decorations?" I'm just teasing her, of course. She didn't give me a hard time at all about that. But anyway, I thought it came to my mind that, rather than these old plastic decorations and stuff that comes from Walmart and everything, and now I'm not talking. I don't mean.
Well, some of them are beautiful.
Some of them are beautiful. I don't mean to put them down, but how much more fun it would be to have our own decorations.
I like that.
So this is what I came up with for last year. I got a box of these things that hopefully I won't spill them all over the place here, but I'm gonna hold this up, and in this box here is a whole bunch of different type of objects, such as snowmen and acorns. Now, I heard you last time we talked about acorns and how we had a proliferation of acorns last year, I mean. So I thought it appropriate to make acorns, and I made, I don't know how many of those. Oh, I don't have, there's a little, made a little angel there. Yeah, little, some bells down the bottom corner here. Yeah.
If I can get her to hold still. Isn't that cute? I like this one too.
Yeah.
So our Christmas tree is not a big one. It's one of those tall, thin ones.
Yeah. But I had them all covered with these little acorns, and they look really neat. Well, actually, some of them are pretty big. They're so heavy because they're made out of heavy maple and oak that they made the little limbs bend down. But
I just love these so much.
And I gave away.
We gave away a lot for Christmas presents.
Yeah. So we were ready for those there. There's little Christmas trees there.
The Christmas
hang a Christmas tree on your Christmas tree.
Yep.
Yeah. So nice piece of nice oak acorn there. Which, by the way, Raleigh, North Carolina, did you know that was the city of oaks?
City of oaks.
And now that your life has been benefited for that piece of knowledge.
And this is like I'm not sure what this is. Like a bell? So
it's a bell.
We need to put a clapper.
It's a bell,
in
like
there.
this one here too. Or something makes a noise.
Yeah.
That's out of spalted oak.
We could put some jingle bells in there.
This is out of cherry. Yeah.
Twirl, hold
and
still.
a little hangy thing. Stop.
Yeah. I love the little snowman.
Maple. A little snowman there. Yeah.
This one's been on a diet.
What was that walnut one that I had?
Walnut snowman?
No, little walnut icicle-like thing there. It disappeared. Must be shy.
It's down here somewhere.
Yeah, probably buried under here somewhere. But anyway, it was fun decorating our tree this year with all these things, and so they'll be there for next year as well too, I
You'll be
suppose.
making more.
If it survives the summer in our attic.
No, we're gonna leave that downstairs.
Okay, then therefore it will be there for next year. And
Sorry.
yeah, just leave it to me. Trying to be as quiet. There's no way I'm gonna just cover over that one smoothly.
That's okay.
Alright.
So that's your FFOs.
That's my
And that's my
FFOs.
FFO. I had
Okay.
one, but
Disaster Pete strikes again
I
there.
do have a couple of FOs.
Oh, let's see him.
Woohoo! Yes. One of them. The first one. I want to do. Okay, I'll do this one since it's here.
There you go. That's
Okay.
a smooth transition.
Smooth
A lot smoother
transition.
than what I just did.
I finally finished Jeanette Douglas Mini Bouquet Sampler. Woohoo!
And it does look pretty.
This was a free sampler that she did starting in January and it went through December. And they were just beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful flowers.
So generous of her to do that. I haven't posted any of this on Instagram yet. I wanted to show it on what is this? YouTube first.
YouTube.
Yeah. I think she is now going to have this available for purchase. And there were tons and tons and tons of flosses. Let me show you real quick.
Wow.
Beautiful, beautiful. I hadn't unflossed
Tangled
them.
it. Untangled them.
Untagged them
Got
yet.
tangled a little bit right there
I
too.
know. But look at all these beautiful colors that she used. Although, you know, she had a DMC conversion and she also had the overdyes. But I didn't go for the overdyes. I thought I'd just do DMC, and I think it's just beautiful.
It is. It is.
Look at all those colors. Woo!
Yeah.
Like candy.
It's gonna look so good.
So anyway, I started that on January 26th. Completed the stitching on December the 24th.
It's gonna look so nice in the frame. Whoopsies.
I'll show it to you.
You want me to hold it for you?
Yeah.
There you go.
And I did mine just a little bit different. Come a little closer, sweetheart. Okay, right there. I think that's good. I didn't do the border around. I started doing it and I just wasn't real crazy about it. So I think I'm just going to leave it borderless and just let these bands be, you know, be accented there. I also thought I would redo this basket down here that's white because I didn't think it was showing up good. But now that it's done, I think I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
So I'm going to leave it, and hopefully, I think I've got a frame upstairs that will work for this and a darker wood.
Okay.
I think that would be pretty with a darker wood.
Yeah, I can't wait to put that in the frame.
So I am really,
Get it up on the wall.
really happy with this. Get it up on the wall.
You should be happy with it. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you, Jeanette.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
So
nice plan
So
there.
nice. Yeah.
You want me to put that over there?
Maybe just this one. Well, just you can set it on top of your acorns.
Okay, assuming I don't take a nosedive with them again. There we go. All right.
Okay, so that's the first one.
Very good. Beautiful. Beautiful work.
So now I need to get it framed. But that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's in the plan.
We need to do that. Yes, indeed. Yep.
And then I also FO'd Prairie Schooler Prairie Birds. And y'all have seen me working on this. I wasn't sure if I was going to do all of them, but I did decide to go ahead and do all of them because they were just all so cute, and I didn't want to leave anybody out. And, oh, I don't have, oh, here it is. Okay. This is the chart. Anything Prairie Schooler is just wonderful. Look how cute those are. And I used their color conversions. I just didn't change a thing. These are the flosses, which, you would think there would be more flosses than that, but that's what they were. So those were the flosses. Can't see all of them in there. There's some red and some pinks and some pretty blues and greens. And then this, and I don't know if it's going to fit on here. People hold these up and they're so nice and pristine and don't have any threads on them, but mine's covered in thread because I
Can't see it over the light though. That's good.
Can't see it? Okay, good. Now I'm going to finish these in little pillows, not pillows. I'm going to finish them in little flat folds, like an ornament.
And that's why it didn't.
I'm gonna have to go back maybe go back, or maybe, I know what we could do is we can come up, and then we can go a little closer. Look at those little birds. Little Carolina chickadees in there, and hummingbirds, goldfinch, bluebirds.
How about that birdhouse? Isn't that beautiful?
Isn't that pretty?
Nice
And the little
job.
robins with the babies. Look at the babies. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, did beautiful work there.
So I want to get these done. The male and female cardinal. Yeah. Huh. So that was a lot of fun. I started that. When did I tell you when I started it? Oh, I started it in 21. July 16th, 21.
Wow.
This was part of my whip go. And I love doing whip go. I think it has really helped a lot to do that. I finished it on 12/20. Oh, yeah.
It goes in there.
Yeah. Let me put all this away, guys. I'll be right with you.
Pack it all in there.
Stand by, please. What does Brenda say? Hold, please.
Well, like I told us in the military, hurry up and wait.
Hurry up and wait. I won't zip these up. So those are my two FFO'd.
Very good. Beautiful.
And the rest I've got are whips.
Whips, yeah.
Do you have any whips?
Actually, you know what?
You do.
At this point in time, I don't have any.
You finished everything, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
He is Johnny on the spot.
Well,
You are.
yeah.
He gets up and, has his coffee, does his devotion, his prayers, and then beep, out. So by the time I get up, I know he's in the shop.
No, she always knows where to find me.
Yeah, so I go out in the shop and say good morning. So, well, I guess I'll share my whips then.
Okie doke.
Okay, let's see. The first one, boop. No, excuse the noise. I have to reach. I could bring this forward a little bit, I guess.
Oh well, noise happens.
Noise happens. Zips happen.
Mm.
This was a stitch along with Terry and Jamie of Cornhusker State Stitchers. And Terry has finished hers, and Jamie is getting close, and I'm getting there. So this was a stitch along that they put together by Primrose Cottage Stitches, Christmas Rules. Really, really fun, cute chart.
Beautiful.
Yep. I was hoping to get this finished by Christmas, and I didn't.
Best laid plans.
Yep.
Life happens.
These are the flosses. I used the called for DMC and overdyes. Y'all seen that? And they started this on October the 29th, I think it was. I didn't put it on here when I started.
Usually do.
I know. It's in my book.
Yeah.
But anyway, let me show you the progress I've made. And I will need this. Let me just get set up here. If y'all watched my whip parade, then you saw part of the progress, but I worked on a little bit more.
Got it.
And it won't take long to finish. It is on my Whip Go 23. So I had this done. So I was, pretty good up to here. And then I just I had other things, going on. So I did this last week. Or it was the last week of Christmas. Last week of the year. That's as far as I got. This little bit right here. No, I'm telling you wrong. I did this after the New Year. What's my name? So anyway, I love it. I'm stitching it on 40 count Stormy Night. And I like that fabric. It is solid on one side. And then it has the texture on the other. So this is a printed fabric versus
Nice.
a dyed, I guess.
Beautiful though.
I love
The
it.
colors really pop out
Yeah.
on that. Very
This is,
Christmassy.
I guess it's considered a vintage fabric, and they have all kinds of different colors. Vintage
Very
country
nice.
mocha that's a tan. They've got a creamy one. I forget what they call that. So that's one whip. I have 4 whips to show you. Christmas garden. I have to bring this forward. I hope it doesn't turn over. I've got all my laundry baskets over here. Christmas garden, which is in Home for the Holidays by Blackbird Design. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful chart. I'm using, let me show you the book, just in case you're new and you haven't seen it, because you want to get this book. Home for the Holidays. It has a lot of beautiful stitches in there. This is a must-have.
That'll keep you busy for quite a while.
A must-have. Yep. And I started this Christmas Eve of Christmas Day of 21, and I'm stitching it on 36 count R&R American Chestnut with Vicki Clayton silks. There's not but 4 colors in it. So I got a silk pack from her. I asked her if she had one for Blackbird, and she said I can do one, so she did it. I love Vicki Clayton silks. And I'll put this back behind there too, so it won't be. I've got threads everywhere, so y'all forgive. This is how far I got. This is in my Whip Go 23, and I hope to get more accomplished. I think I've devoted 5 days to it. And then it'll be one of my monthly focus throughout the year. I might wait for July for it to be a focus in July. But I had messed up, and I did the deer 1 stitch too high. So I thought, okay,
He must have jumped.
He did. He was jumping off it. So I thought, okay, I'm going to find the exact center here, do this motif, this basket, and then do the other deer. And I wasn't sure what to do. And who was it? Linda. Was it Linda? Charlotte. Thank you for your suggestion, Charlotte. She said, do it the same. Just adjust this deer over here. Make it 2, 1 over than what it's, the same as this one. Make it the same as this one. So that's what I'm going to do, Charlotte. Thank you for your suggestion. So I hope to get back in this pretty soon. Whenever it comes up in Whip Go or in July. I'll be working on it a lot in July. Fun stitch. And that's that. I'm going to throw all this down here. And then I made some progress. I don't know why I put that one in there. I didn't need to put that one in there. This is Peter's birthday start from May of last year, right?
That's right. Yep.
And the name of it, if y'all have seen it before, is And a Forest Grew. This is the one that Linda, Ginger Spice Eyes has already finished 3/4 of it. And I'm into my 2nd page.
That's a lot of stitching.
There are 14 pages total, I think, 14 sections. Although I think the last couple of sections are smaller. But I am loving every single stitch of this. Every single stitch.
Can't wait to get that up on the wall.
Yeah. These are the flosses for the second section. And I did them on these. Hold that for a second.
Absolutely, sure thing.
I was trying to tell y'all last time what these were named, but I had punched through the name on there, so I wasn't sure. But in case you hadn't seen them and you would like to get them, they're really good if you have big projects and you can just do a section at a time and pull a strand of whatever your floss is, and tag it. It's a whole lot easier. This stitch has like 120 flosses. I mean, it's huge. So it's 3 full rings of floss.
Nice.
And it was kind of a bear to, find your floss and then pull one little string out. So anyway, these are called Loran project cards. And I got these off of Amazon. Now I did come in and I punched the other side. So if I had a little piece left over that was big enough to save, and use, because this is There's a lot of confetti stitching in this, a lot of colors. You know, I could tag it over there, put it over there. So these are great to have. There's 3 in a pack. I can't remember how much they cost, but they weren't much, but they're worth the money. And you could always reuse it. You know, just
relabel it.
relabel it.
Yep.
Yeah. So
It's a useful tool.
useful. I love tools. So
Tools
let me
are
show you.
good.
Can I have that board again, please?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
This hasn't changed from my
I
whip.
got this in here.
I can't see it, but oh, I should have put that down a little bit. But that's how far I've gotten. The last thing I worked on was Mr. Owl here sitting in the tree. So I've got to finish him up, and I've got to do the roots of this tree. I love that tree. I just think he's so pretty. So anyway, this was section 1, maybe half of that, and then this is section 2. So I've got another big tree to do right here and some little doodaddies.
Doodaddies.
Doodaddies. This was stitched on 40 count white linen. Yeah. And that.
That'd be very
And then-
nice when it's done.
And then in December I worked on Noel Sampler.
Noel.
Yep, here it is. Okay. Which I love this Noel Sampler. I just think it's so beautiful. I've seen a lot of people stitching this.
Mm-hmm.
This was a chart from 2013. Brenda Gervais with a needle and thread. It's just so pretty. I'm using the called for DMCs. Aren't those beautiful? And I'm stitching it on. You know, I should be able to remember all this, but I don't. Fox and Rabbit white clay.
Well, that's why I write it down. That's very
Yeah,
good. To keep
yeah,
it.
36 count.
It's too much stuff to remember all of
Yeah,
things.
well, I have it here, and I also have it in my journal. So if I'm, you know,
Good backup.
if I don't write it down here, then I know I've got it here, or vice versa. So anyway, I started this. Oh, and Christmas in July last year.
Okay.
Yeah, on July 20th. I'll stick this back in here, and then I'll get the. You're a good board hoarder.
I'll tell you. You got me well trained.
So there's Noel
see that okay?
Sampler. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got, let me pull that chart back
I
now.
got this. You want to
You
use
got that?
both hands?
Okay.
Yep.
So I've got just about the top done. And these little birds over here, and then the border. I got to bring the border over. The alphabet, which won't take long. These little motifs, and then the deer down here with the trees. And I love these little 2 people. That's me and Peter.
Yep. Did you notice a resemblance there?
This is a lot of fun to stitch. A lot of fun. And those DMCs, they just really turn out pretty. I still have to finish the bird. There's some satin stitching on his wings, but I want to wait and do that last. So he
Last
doesn't.
thing, yeah.
Last thing.
Just that'll just make it pop.
Oh, I just love this one so much. Okay, and that is
Well, your whips.
all my whips.
Wow.
But I have a lot of new starts.
That was-
Yeah. Do you want me to go ahead with the? I have four new starts.
4 new starts.
4 new starts.
Okay.
So you want me to show those real quick?
Yeah.
Oh, and I didn't show my book of days.
Ruh-roh.
Hang on, I gotta do that.
Yeah.
December was a lot of stitching on the book of days. Whoa.
There we go. Get that. Yep. Yeah, it felt pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of stitching.
Not many stickers, but a lot of stitching.
Yeah, I didn't put any I didn't do any stickers, did I? Oh
Nope.
my. Oh well. No stickers.
Yep. No stickers for you.
You know, a lot of times if you use the stickers and you don't have room to write.
Yeah, something. The little blocks are so small anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, let's see, the new starts that I had a birthday start. Let me show you this one. This is my first Teresa Kogut, and I've been wanting to stitch this for a long time. And I thought, what better time? I had the floss. I didn't have the called for fabric, but I found some that would work. Yep, and this is Teresa Kogut Newcastle Bouquet. Beautiful,
Pretty.
beautiful start
Pretty.
chart. Big, 353 by 217.
Yeah, I love that red.
Good
It's
size.
nice. It's very nice.
Yeah. And I'm using the called for, and this was the start that I had. So that's the start of the border. The upper left border. So this is on my Whip Go 2023.
Very good.
Yep. So that was my birthday start, December 10th.
Nice job.
And this is in a bag that was a Whoops bag.
Oops.
Whoops bag. Oops bag. Yeah.
Oops.
I made the top too tall. I don't know what I was thinking. And then when I did the zipper, for some reason it lapped over right there. So I wasn't gonna tear it apart and redo it. I just said, well, this is a Kathy bag. So I kept, and this is one of Peter's snowmen zipper pulls that we put on all of the Teresa Kogut bags that I made and sold. Which I have more
Fully
of
functional
that.
bag.
Yeah.
Looks pretty. Looks
I
really
have more.
nice.
I don't like that. It's a little too wide up there.
Yeah.
But I love this fabric. It's just so pretty. Oh, isn't that cute? I do have more of that, so I will be making more of those. That's, you know, in the plans.
In the plans. Well, it sure is nice.
So many plans. So that was my birthday start, and then I had.
Looking good. Looking good.
I might have to just put this stuff over here. I had a Christmas Day start. You know, you gotta have a Christmas Day start.
That's the law.
That's the law. And this one wasn't as big as Christmas garden that I started last year. This was one that was more doable. I have that note there. I don't want to lose that.
No.
Okay.
Start thinking about those bags that keep everything in there all together.
Know it. Yeah, this is Abby Rose Design Primitive Merry Christmas Pillow. Let me pull that out.
It's kind of shiny, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's better. Beautiful.
Better, yeah.
Just beautiful.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas pillow.
Gosh, I can't believe Christmas just gone by already. It's done.
I know.
Wow.
Hey, you can put the stuff back.
Okay.
These are the flosses.
Found a use for me finally.
So there's not that many flosses, which is great, you know. I just love flosses. Okay, and it is. Oh, I forgot to write down. Tell them what I was stitching it on. This is a tin roof gingham 32 count. Never mind, I got it. I remembered it. I have the board.
Yes. Here you go. Are you bored yet? Wait.
And this is how far I got. So I got the Mary, and I've got the holly vine, and the berries, and the leaves.
It's beautiful.
I think it's just beautiful.
I like the fabric on that. It looks really
I do
nice with that
too.
as a backdrop to these
Yeah.
colors and that.
Well, that wasn't my idea. I saw this on Instagram. The lady Stitcher had done this, and I wrote down exactly what she had and all the floss and everything, and I'm copying her. So,
Really?
yeah,
Well,
so
hey.
she was my inspiration. So I have Christmas down here. And this chart has already been called for, designated to go to one of you stitchers that said you liked it and you wanted to stitch it. So I'm gonna send it to you when it's finished. And this is on my Whip Go also. So it won't, once it gets called, or if it ends up being a focus piece, I'll get that out to you.
That's nice.
Okay, and then the New Year's Day start. This was my birthday present from not last year, year before last. Do you remember that? Do you remember getting me this for my birthday?
She always does. Do you remember this? I can't remember what I had for lunch yesterday, but 2 years ago I'm supposed to remember. I'm sure I did give it to you, but I don't remember it.
Well, you asked me what I wanted for my birthday. And I said, I want Plum Street samplers. Adam names the animals.
Yeah, that's usually I have to ask you like 10, 15 times what you want for your birthday. And
So he bought me this chart, which I love it. Paulette Stewart, she's another genius. And these are the flosses. Ooh, 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 ooh. And you bought all the flosses for me. He didn't actually do it. He said, go ahead and order it. So I ordered it, but this was from Peter.
if I had done it, ain't no telling what all it would have showed up with there. Oh, need the board again.
And I've got a little start, and this is stitched on Tropical Stitches and Girello, I think, 36 count.
Yep.
So I've got the little branch that's off on the left-hand side.
Yeah, let me hold it. Oh, you can hold it, man.
Left-hand side, okay, right up here. And I don't know if you can see, there's a little tiny little bitty frog up there. I have to do I still have to do the back stitching on his mouth. So I haven't done that yet.
He looks like kind of an alien ship there.
Yeah. I think when I get the back stitching, and plus I have to put his eyes in. I've done around his eyes, but I hadn't done the dark
little pupils there.
Little pupils, so I've got to do that. Yeah, so I'll do that.
Nice.
This star
like
right
those
here
stars.
doesn't show up very well, but in the camera it shows up pretty good.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So I might just continue on with the white and then do
Sure.
that blue. But anyway, I'm enjoying this, and this is part of my whip go as well. So I hope to get more progress on that.
Very good.
I think I put it on my whip go. I hope I did. If not, it'll be a focus piece in a month. Thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
So that was my New Year's Day start.
Nice indeed. Nice indeed.
And then, this is another oops bag. I don't have a thing on there. I need to put a
Zipper pull.
zipper pull.
But if it's an oops bag, it's not going out anywhere.
This is an oops bag. Yep. I was making it, and I didn't. Normally, I sew across the zipper, so if I'm unzipping it, and the zipper won't go all the way off the zipper, and for some reason on this one I forgot to do it, so I was unzipping it, and it went whee. So when that happens, you have to cut the zipper in an indentation, so you have a longer piece and a shorter piece, so you can get the zipper teeth into the zipper pull, which meant that I was going to have to lose some of this on the side here. And plus, when I put the zipper back on, it was on the wrong side. So I don't know if you can tell, the zipper closes on the right side instead of closing on the left side, which all the bags are made on.
So, Monday morning bag.
Yeah, so this is another Kathy bag.
Nice material though.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
I love this material. This is threads that bind Blackbird Design. And I was able to find a little bit more of this. So I'm glad. Oh, anyway, I'm supposed to show you what's in here.
No, yeah, that's all. How about that?
Oh, just about finished, sweetheart.
I'm still with you. I haven't nodded off yet.
Yeah, not off yet? Okay. Good. If you've made it through this.
Doing good. Well, you didn't feed me before we started this. So.
I know. This is The Maker and Mender by Brenda Gervais with a needle and thread. Beautiful, beautiful chart. Is that upside down? I did that last time.
There it is.
The needle, be it though so slim and slender, is both maker and a mender. Both a maker and a mender. How pretty is that?
That's neat.
These are the flosses called for.
Very nice colors there.
Very nice colors. It's pretty blue in there. Yep. And pinks, browns. Almost looks like Blackbird Designs colors. But this is a stitch along with Becca from Sambry Stitches, celebrating her birthday on January the 4th.
Oh.
So, I heard that they were going to start that, so I thought, I got to join in.
There you go.
So,
Yeah.
and it's stitched on R&R Barb's Blend, which is the called for. So I made a tiny little bit of progress. And I always start in the upper left, but I did lower left this time. So I got one little star and one little bird.
Yeah.
So I love the idea of maker and mender. You know, my grandmother sewed. She had a old treadle sewing machine. She made all of her clothes, and she just was very. Yeah, did I show the right side? Yeah. She was very industrious. Well, she had 13 children.
Yeah, back in those days, the penny had to be stretched quite severely back in those days.
She was a great cook. Made biscuits. Didn't even measure anything. And used to make a bread pudding out of the leftover biscuits from the day before. I loved it when it was warm. Oh, it was so good. I would love to have some of Grandma's bread pudding right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's my new starts. That's my whips. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let me put this over here.
Okay, get that out of your way.
All right.
So what are we down to now?
I don't know. You got the list. You're in charge of this show.
New starts. Okay, I already got that. I think you were going to show. Oh, we're going to go down to. Well, you want to go ahead and do shop news now? We'll move that up here.
Okay, we're going to do that.
I'm going to do this.
Shop news. Okay, all right. Well, let's see here. Couple of things. First thing, I got a couple of bowls that I've been working on, and they're made out of maple, and so there's two of them, and I've been having fun using my texturing tool that I bought a few months ago there. And so anyway, I took it as just plain old, a small little maple bowl, which is beautiful. This one had a natural branch that went through it, and that's what that hole is from, and so it's kind of like an accent there. And that's a look at the bottom of it. And as you can see on the bottom, I don't know if that shows up too well, but you can see how I put a little accent in there with my tool.
Yeah, it has a different, it's smooth and then it's kind of rough.
Yeah, yeah. And then I used this color, black color is called India ink, which is like a really super, super dark ink that does not fade or anything like that. So it's almost like a permanent marker for these type of things. So it should last for ever and ever. And so anyway, it just kind of made a nice little bowl. You can put your little coins or keys in, stuff like that. It's good hard wood, good hard finish on it there.
Or your threads.
And or threads or anything you want to, or it's anything you want to.
I have a bowl that Peter made for me that I leave next to my stitching spot, and I throw my threads in as I'm using it. Yeah, that way they don't fall on the floor. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this was another little maple piece that I had in my old stash out there. So I just made a really small little happy bowl with this. It's got some spalting on here, which is really nice for this type of wood there. And again, I put an accent on here, but this time up at the edge of the bowl here. I marked it out and used my little texturing tool to make that. And so again, another nice little small bowl. Nothing really big and grandiose or anything like that, but it's just a nice little. Smooth, feels good, shines good.
And the black accent really draws out all of the spalting.
It does, yeah. Really, yeah. Which would, the bowl itself was nice, but then to have that little accent on there really kind of makes the difference for the bowl, I think. So.
Do you do that on the lathe while you're turning?
I do. I do actually turn it. I separate these two, a band or whatever I want, and then I use my texturing tool on that part there.
Okay.
So while it's spinning away, I just gotta go in and I gotta be careful it doesn't wander, otherwise, kind of.
Yeah, that's tricky.
Well,
so did you cut like a little groove in there?
I cut a couple of grooves, and then just in between the grooves, I did the thing there. So. Anyway, fun little bowl again.
Unique, just makes it so unique. I think
makes it different. Yeah. Makes it absolutely different.
So those are in the shop right now.
They're in the shop. They are in the shop right now, and I've got a couple other things that I'm fixing to go in the shop. So I guess I can show some of these now.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Peter has been busy.
Yeah.
Busy.
We got hanging off of our refrigerator a little pen holder there. It's got a magnet on the back, and what it is, it's like a round bowl type of a thing, cut in half. So I thought I would try to do that as well too, but. The ones that I made were kind of small, so what I made here is a couple of pencil or pen holders there.
Let's try.
There, okay, there we go. So anyway, this is a little piece of sycamore, and the nice thing about this particular one is it came with little friends inside that I had to evacuate.
Aw.
Yeah, these little, and you can see from the holes here, this
Oh,
is
lovely.
it was a piece of spalted wood here, and had been invaded by some little characters who had built little homes and whatnot. So anyway, this was a little too small to cut in half, and because you wouldn't get too many pens in there, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this in the shop as a pen or pencil holder. And again, it's got like a lot of character from these particular little wormy holes that were in there.
And you
So-
know, somebody, if they wanted to, they could make a pin cushion for the top of that.
Well, they could and
To
just
fit
put
that
that right
size.
in the top. Yeah.
Mhm.
In fact, you know what? An idea. Pin cushion. You can take it out and put your orts in there.
Well, you could.
Or you
That's
could do that
pretty
too.
good.
Just an
Yeah.
idea. So I got this. Actually, I got from the same piece of wood. I cut another one, hoping that I wouldn't have as many little friends in there. No
Uh-huh.
surprises. And sure enough, it wasn't. This is
Aw.
another piece of that.
Isn't that pretty? I love the shape of that, Peter.
Thank you, thank you. And it's but again, it's too narrow to cut it in half and put a backing on it and put it on the fridge, because then you wouldn't get maybe two pencils in there, and that would be it.
That's the way the fridge is, though.
So
You
yeah,
can really only fit two in there, or unless they're real thin.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I might could try doing that, cutting this in half, put a back on it, and
And a strong magnet, a couple
a strong
ones.
magnet so they can stick it on the fridge and
Are you going to
whatnot.
put a thing on the bottom there, or no?
No, I wouldn't be
No,
able to
okay.
if I cut it in half.
I got you.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You could get half of Pete's biscuits.
Half a Pete's piece, yes. Somebody buy the other piece and can have the complete set.
So these are the same wood.
The same
Yeah,
wood, the
you can
same,
tell.
in fact, the same branch, but this one had little friends in there, and this one had nothing. And it's amazing how this type of wood, the sycamore, has all kinds of, sometimes like if you look in here, you can see a darkness on the inside
Yeah,
there, right?
It's beautiful.
But on the outside doesn't. It has it down the bottom here, and that's kind of the way sycamore is. Sycamore is actually in the family of the maple tree,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's a little bit different genus there, and
It's got some weight to
it
it.
does got some weight. So I'm wondering if this might be even actually too heavy too, or I need to make the walls even thinner. But these are pretty thin with the ribs.
We could try it.
It might
Get
be-
some really strong
I
magnets.
do have a really strong magnet, so
Because you're going to have to cut in so that the magnet is flush
yeah.
with the wood.
I might could do that. I'll try this one first because I think that's lighter. So if I try it, I'll give that one. So we'll see if it shows up in the shop, or it might end up in the circular
On
file
our-
cabinet. But
Or a Peter's oop on our fridge.
Peter's oops, yeah, if it's functional.
But you know what is neat about these bugs? God provides for all the animals. And there was the other day I went out back and I heard knock, 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 and I looked and there was a large pileated
Woodpecker.
woodpecker,
Yeah.
red-headed woodpecker, big, bam, 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 bam. And I looked and he saw me and he flew to another tree that was further away. I just stood real still and then he flew to one that was right there at the end of the yard.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see him really good. But what he was doing is he pecks, and then he digs down in there, and I bet he's pulling out little worms and little bugs.
That's his food, yeah. Yeah, they know to find these little guys that are in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But how do they know where in the tree to find them?
next time I see one, I'll ask him.
Sorry.
I'm sure his mother taught him.
I
Listen,
mean,
listen, son, this is where you go to get.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if they can smell them or sense them or something.
I don't
Hear
know.
them. I don't know.
Somehow or another, God provides.
God
like I said.
provides,
God
yeah.
provides. So,
Yeah.
but there was a funny little project that I came up with there when Kathy was preparing chicken one night and trying to tenderize it, and it wasn't working good because the meat mallet she was using to tenderize it with was really really dull,
It was ancient.
ancient looking, ugly.
Ancient.
So she wanted to buy a new one, and so I said, "Oh, okay, go ahead and buy a new one there." And she was about to throw this little piece of wood away. I thought, "Wait a minute, stop for a second there," and
You're so funny.
let me take this out to the shop.
Uh,
And when I brought this back, I says, "Can you guess where this wood came from?" So anyway, what I did was I took that old meat mallet. You can see that dark circle, brown circle. That's where the handle came out on this thing. And I made a little mini biscuit for one of the little things here.
For little scissors.
Little scissors.
And it smells like chicken. No, I'm teasing.
No. And I brought it back in when Kathy was sitting there doing the cross stitch on a chair. I said, "Do you know where this wood came from?"
Could not.
She looked at it, and just could not imagine where this wood came from. And, but anyway, this used to be the old meat tenderizer. I still got the little handle. I'm going to use it because it's a nice little dowel.
Oh my
But
goodness.
I thought, hey,
Nothing gets wasted.
nothing
in this
gets
house.
wasted. Everything. I mean, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful
It
wood.
is really
It almost
pretty wood.
looks like a bamboo
It does.
of some sort, but I cannot identify it specifically. But hey, it's a nice little piece of wood there.
Do you still have the pieces that are the grass, or did you use all those?
No, I still have that.
You still have the black.
Yeah. What I can't remember what name
There's a
it is
red
now.
and a black.
Palm.
Palm.
Yeah. It's almost. This is like kind of similar to that, but it's hard but very
It's hard,
light.
yeah.
So anyway, I don't think it's going to go in the shop.
No,
I'm going to keep it
no.
here. That's for us.
But we won't use it as a meat meal
We
anymore.
won't use it as a meat meal. Okay. All right. Snowman. Because I like making snowman so much
Now
fun.
that one's you've given that to me a long time ago. I just brought it over here for the scissors. Sorry, guys.
Redirected again.
There's another snowman.
Because I like snowman so much, I made another one there, but I decided to, instead of making just plain bear with no pants on and stuff like that, I went ahead and left this guy with his
breeches on.
britches on there. Just a little. I like to leave natural bark on wood if I can.
I do too. I don't know how you do it.
It's kind of a little fat boy. I don't have a hole in the top here for him for a pair of scissors or anything like that. Again, I just kind of made this for decoration. It's kind of like the back of his head there,
Yeah.
front. I should start painting some eyes and nose and stuff like that on some of these there.
No, you don't need that.
Okay, I won't do that.
I mean,
So, all right.
well, you do the clothespins, you know.
Yeah, but they're fun to make. This is a nice piece of maple.
pretty.
Yeah, little moss left on there
But
for the
y'all,
big
when he's
bark.
turning this stuff, I mean, it is spinning like how many 900 revolutions per minute or
9
something.
to 1200, something like that.
And all you see is just a blur. So how do you know where the bark is? That's just amazing to me
Yeah.
how you can turn that and not knock all the bark
Yeah,
off.
well, when it's spinning, because it's like this in this direction, when it's spinning across, you can see where the dark and the light is, right?
Yeah, but you're still going in this area right here.
Yeah,
and
well,
then
that's where you get a feel for it, I guess, something like that.
I think it
So,
just takes,
used to it, actually, what I do is I just stick the tool in, whatever comes out, that's what comes out now.
don't believe
You know
me.
that. Yeah,
That,
it's a tool does it
no.
all. I just stand there like a dummy and watch what
I
happens
don't
when it's
think
done.
so.
I take it in there and show it to Kathy. Look at what I did.
You're
Get all the
silly
credit
man.
for it. But
I don't think so.
okay, all right. Did you want me to show some of these other
Yes,
ones?
sir.
Okay, all right.
Like I said, he's been really busy in the shop, and these are going to go up probably tomorrow.
Maybe
We'll start
tomorrow.
taking
Yeah, maybe
pictures and
tomorrow,
trying to
yeah.
get them loaded in.
Because I had so much fun going back to the very beginning of Pete's Bee Skeps here and making some of these spools, not spools, but bee skeps.
These Skeps. Thanks to Merritt Crawford, because she's the one that got us started.
She got me going, and I tell you, but now it's kind of going back and circling back and doing some of this again and making some of these tall boys,
Cones, almost like the
Cones.
old-fashioned cones.
old-fashioned
thread
cones. Yeah, and it's
For the
little
for the
plug in
larger
there.
scissors. You can use them for the smaller
You
scissors
can
too.
use the
But
smaller ones, but
yeah.
these are more for shears. But I used to make these tall ones when I first started making these, and this particular one, this is a piece of golden rain tree, which is an amazing piece of wood that how we found it.
I know.
Well, I have a garden in the backyard, and all of a sudden these trees started growing. I have no idea where they came
Really
from.
pretty trees.
I let them
leaves.
grow, and I'm pretty sure that it's because using my app I can only get a kind of a general sense of what the wood is from this area because I can't really narrow it down. But we kind of have actually narrowed it down to something called golden rain tree,
Yeah.
which is again of the species of palm tree.
Yeah.
But it's a different genus, and I don't know what because you see now this doesn't really show the yellow
You can
in
see
there.
the yellow. Yeah.
But this particular one had some little, again, some little cracks in there, which I infused with epoxy so that this will never come apart and make it black like that. So it looks almost like it's a natural thing, which is
Well, kind of
is not.
antiquish looking too.
Antiquish looking, yeah. But it's a good solid piece, a nice tall piece for a tall piece of tall
Yeah.
scissors.
I have two of these upstairs in my quilting area for my larger shears.
Okay, yeah, that's right, you do.
Mm-hmm.
This one is a little bit shorter, but again from the same type of wood. Matter of fact, from the same tree that this came off of. These are all brothers and sisters
You
here.
did smaller beads on this one.
I did smaller beads because I used to do smaller beads on these and
all
just
of
put
them, yeah.
just a little different design up on the
I
top
like
here.
that little divot or whatever you call that little thing right there.
Yeah, just a little shape there.
That's
is all.
pretty. Now, you
Again,
don't
the
see
tool did it. I didn't do it, so.
You don't see the yellow quite as much on that one.
Not this one, but this one is a nice, beautiful, solid piece. No cracks.
Golden rain
Just
tree.
natural golden
I just
rain
like
tree.
the sound of that.
Yeah, that's why we're going with that. Whatever sounds good, that's what we're going with. Yeah.
It kind of looks like a eucalyptus because it has that little leaf on it.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
It does. And because I
that's
had,
pretty.
yeah, because I had. This is almost the last of what I got here. This is another final piece of it. I made a tall boy out of, and as you can see, it had a that had a crack in there as well too. And I did a color epoxy in that one, made green.
Oh, you did.
So that might look kind of nice with against the yellow here and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And this feels so smooth. This stuff stands up and shines so good.
It's soft and smooth. Yeah.
Yeah. But again, it's for a taller pair of scissors, big hole in there, and same thing there. It's you can see where the two cracks were. Of course, they're infused, so they're not going to come apart on you. Of course, they ever did. You give me a call back, and we'll take back and we'll take care of it.
You used to infuse with glue, but now you use epoxy, right?
Epoxy is about the hardest thing you can possibly use. You use super glue initially to get it in there because it soaks into the fibers, and then once that dries, then I put epoxy, and when that cures after 24 hours, the rest of this thing will fall apart before those cracks will go apart. So should never have a problem with any of these, but so long as we're in business, we're here to just let us know.
And we stand behind everything, so if you ever order anything from our shop and you're not satisfied, let us know, and we will replace it. You can send it back, and we will replace it for you.
Yep, we'll do the right thing there.
Yep.
So. Talk about having a hard time identifying wood.
Yeah.
I found a piece of wood out my shop from a branch, actually a big branch, and I cut a couple things from it here. And I'm having a hard time identifying this wood. Some of you folks out there may know wood better than me. Probably mostly everybody does. But anyway, I made another big boy here. This is a heavy piece of wood.
It's not ash.
It is not ash, and it's not maple. But I don't think it is
it's not sycamore.
Sycamore either. What I did, I used my app and tried to take pictures of the thing and send it. In fact, I sent it off to some college there to see if they could identify it as well. But from what I can identify, and you can't see it too well here, but the rings that are on the bottom of it here, this actually, what the app identified was actually this was a species of the elm tree.
Elm.
Yeah. Now we did red elm before, and it did have grain in it that was similar to like that right there. Like kind of like rings in it and whatnot. That's where a little branch came out here, and I had to infuse that with epoxy too. But anyway, so I'm going to call this elm because I don't know what else to call it. But anyway, it's a good solid piece of wood.
Yeah.
And that.
He just brought these in a little while ago, so I hadn't seen all of them.
Yeah, I've been working on it in the shop this week.
This is for a bigger pair of scissors, embroidery scissors, or I don't think that seamstress shears would fit in there because it doesn't seem quite deep enough.
And yeah, I don't think it's quite deep enough there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But maybe embroidery scissors like Kai or Karen K. Buckley, with the blue aqua handle, that would probably work good.
Right,
I should have brought those down so we could have.
That's okay. You'll see it in the shop because we'll take pictures of it there with it. So.
Yeah, and what I'm starting to do in the shop is take pictures with ones that are like these that you can use multiple scissors in. I'm trying to take pictures of a bunch of different scissors so you can see what type will fit in there.
Yeah. Another thing Kathy does too is when she takes a picture, she'll have a ruler right beside too, so you can have a good idea on what the size of it is and whatnot.
That's pretty.
This is a nice little piece of sycamore. Spalted, it's been sitting around for quite a while there, but it's got nice little markings on it.
That's pretty.
No cracks whatsoever. Beautiful little piece there. A little bit smaller hole for your. If I can touch up, I need to touch up that top a little bit there, but just good enough for picture taking right now.
I love the way it changes color.
Yeah.
And across the skep.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful piece of wood. Just got to touch that little top up there a little bit.
Pretty.
But nice little piece of sycamore there that I had out there. The last two pieces I got, we've already actually seen these in some of the other works there. Again, another piece of cedar, red cedar.
Come from the same piece that Carnes
From the same piece that we picked up from the beach one time a long time ago.
Okay, wow, that was a big log.
That was a big log.
Yeah.
We carried that home, found that out by the beach, just laying on the side of the road.
Yep.
And with the way wood is, I don't have any problem with picking up stuff like that at all. As expensive as wood is nowadays. Of course, that's upside down. There we go. Anyway, it's nice.
Pretty.
Yeah, because cedar, it's got this white around it, but it's also got the red on the inside. That's a typical of your eastern red cedar.
Hmm.
There's many different species or species of cedar, but this is I like the eastern
It's our
red.
local
Yep.
cedar.
And the other one is last but not least is again another piece of cherry that I like making these out of bigger ribs as well too. And the reason I like to do that is that the grain shows up better
Yeah.
than when I do little ribs like that.
I love the little ribs too, though. I mean,
Yeah, they have their place.
they're just different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what
And
that
one
looks
thing
like on the bottom.
we haven't done there for a while, Peter was drilling a bee hole in them, and
Hmm.
lately he hasn't been doing that. We didn't used to do that, but anyway, so if you see one that we've got in the shop that doesn't have the bee hole in it and you want it, we can drill that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can put that. I can drill a hole in there that kind of just. Yeah, it makes no doubt whatsoever what it is there. But I like the shape of these, and if I don't have to put a hole in them, I think it looks nicer leaving
I
it
think so too.
whole and natural like that. But
Well, that way too, it kind of designates the front,
sure,
so you might not get to see all this beautiful stuff.
yeah. So, but whatever you want, if you like to have a little hole put in yours, and that I like the previous ones that we've done. If you looked at our Etsy shop there and see some of the bee skeps that I used to do, then certainly I can do that. So
The one thing about Etsy that I'm not real, and I don't think it's, I'm not being critical of Etsy as a provider, for us to list stuff. But when things are sold, you don't get a chance to see them. So when you go to Etsy and we've sold a bunch of stuff and we only have 5 items left, then you don't really get an idea of what we've had. So
oh, that's right, yeah.
yeah, so I'm not sure.
Wish they would show pictures of
I
sold
wish they
out
would
items.
too. Yeah. Now I post on Instagram when we put stuff in the shop. I'll try to go to Instagram and have some pictures of what we've done, but I don't show everything. A lot of times it's just a smattering,
Yep.
just a little bit, because you can only use 10 pictures in Etsy, and a lot of times we'll have a lot more than that to
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
So
But having said that, even if there's anything that you have, you might have a thought or mind in your mind as something that you think might look good as well too. Let us know, and I'll try to produce it, and we'll do the thing, take a picture of it, send it back to you, see if you like it, see if it's what you were
Right.
talking about. If it isn't, change it, modify it, whatever. I'll be glad to work with you on that.
right, yeah, we can do custom orders with no problem. All you have to do is message us and let us know what you want. We can converse back and forth.
Yeah, and all that information's down below. You can contact us through
Right.
Etsy or Instagram,
Right.
and we'll, like I say, we'll be glad to work with you there. And if you come up with something, a new creative design idea, we'll even name it after you. How
Right,
about that?
right. We've done that a couple of times.
Yeah, so-
And this last weekend, we put in a bunch of bags that I had made, and they sold just in a matter of minutes.
Yeah.
But I am planning on making some more. We'll put a picture here.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yep.
Of what I made, and I will be making some more, and also some of Teresa Kogat's, and then I have a bunch of other fabrics. So, with everything else, I just don't get a chance to make as many bags as I would like to. But I'll, whatever I can make, I'll do. So that is all of our whips
Yep.
and our finishes. Wow. Okay, I wanted to share just a minute. This time of year, at the end of the year, everybody does their stats. And it's kind of neat. It's really kind of neat to go back and look at what you've done throughout the year.
You're completed, yeah.
I mean, it kind of blows your mind, really, But anyway, last year I did participate in Whip Go 2022, and this is kind of a messy chart, but I was able to complete everything except for and a forest grew. I lacked 5 hours on that, but I am very happy
That
with
is not
my
bad at all after
with my
all that
progress.
work. Yeah.
Yeah, with my progress. So I'm definitely doing Whip Go again this year. But anyway, my stats for 2022.
Drum roll.
No, I came in 2022 into the new year with 15 whips, so that's not a huge number. So out of those 15, I brought 9 into 2023. Okay, I had 21 FOs. I had 14 FFOs, but this is kind of funny. I had 23 new
How
starts.
about that? 23.
But anyway, this really kind of gives you a picture of what you're doing and where your focus has been. It looks like my focus has been on new starts. So I think I need to kind of switch that around and make my focus to getting some stuff fully finished.
Fully finished, yeah.
And bring that number up from 14. What I would really like to do as far as plans is to get at least 2 finishes done a month. At least, minimum. I mean, that took me yesterday to do this little thing. Maybe, I don't know, 3 hours, 2 hours. And I didn't know what I was doing. Of course, I'm not going to know what I'm doing with the other finishes.
Well, but you always figure it out.
Yeah.
You do. You always work it out.
But anyway, that was fun to go back and look at that. So I got 2022 behind me. I did get this 23 book of days, which I love, and I did like Sherry from Colorado Cross Stitcher suggests is getting this bound with the coil binding and getting the plastic for the front that'll kind of protect. Because this one is falling apart. I don't know if you can tell, but it has been used and it is falling apart. So anyway, this is my 2023, and I did go ahead and insert in the back. I had them insert my whip go for 2023. Now I have a couple of things on here that I have already finished, so I'm going to have to switch those out for something else, which is not a problem. I can do that. And what was called in January by Jessie Marie Does Stuff is number 6 and number 10. That's what our whip code is. And so that is Joyful World. So I'm going to be stitching on that this month.
Very good.
And Gila J.
Gila J. Back to Gila J.
And the goal for both of those are 5 days. And when I say 5 days, that's just whatever I can stitch on it in a day. It's not I'm spending 24 hours.
Sure.
Or 8 hours or whatever. I just, but whatever I can pick it up for in a day. I'll do 5 times that. And then I also want to have a focus piece every month. So I'll have 12 focus pieces every month. I don't know what they are. I'm waiting, and I'm going to let the whips call to me and say, stitch me, stitch me. So I kind of thought about it this month, and I want to really focus on Mary Clayton.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, so I'm going to put some quality time in her.
Cool beans.
Yeah. I also wanted to share... so that's my plans. I wanted to share a hint that I saw on so-and-so's FlossTube. And Kathy had talked about that she used to work in a frame shop. And that, she had a hint on doing the back of your pieces. I got that torn right there. But this was my first. But anyway, she said you glue it on and then cut it and let the glue dry.
That's
okay.
A piece of cardboard?
Piece of just brown paper.
Brown paper, okay.
Yeah, like I've got a roll upstairs that I use for packing.
Sure.
So I took some of that and glued it on the back and let it dry. And then you spray it. She said spray it with water. Just mist it all the way around. And you'll think, oh gosh, this is not going to work. And so I did that, and I set it in my bathroom upstairs. Came back the next day, and it's drum tight.
They do the same thing with paint frames, with canvases.
They do.
Yep, yeah. With their wrinkles and stuff like that, you just moist them and then let them dry out, and they stretch out.
They stretch out.
Yeah, do like that. Same concept.
Same concept. It seems like it would do the opposite. Like it would get really wrinkled. So anyway, Kathy with so-and-so's, I don't think you watch this, but anyway, I wanted to share that, and I thank her for her tip.
That was nice.
That was really good.
That's a very handy tip.
Very handy tip. Yeah. Do you have some haul?
I do. I got something that's new there. There's a wood that's exotic wood called Purple Heart. Beautiful wood, very heavy. We actually got a good deal on some of that, so I ordered some big chunks of this. This is part of one that, not a full length there, but you can see how it's purple on the grain there. It doesn't look like much from there, but from the side, because that's how it shows up to us. But this wood is so so beautiful, so heavy. I made a spool out of that,
And I've got a
hole.
bunch of pictures, so we'll insert some pictures up here for you guys to see.
There'll be a picture right up here that you'll be able to see what that completed one looks like. And I've got 4 of these 4 by, well, 12 foot, not 12 foot, 12 inch.
12 inch. I wish it was 12 foot.
Yeah, well, that'd be very, very expensive. But you just wouldn't believe how heavy this wood is.
Yeah, I mean, to ship this, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one spool, it was definitely priority mail.
Yeah. The post office loves us.
They put wax on this to preserve it, right?
They do. As it dries out, it protects it and also controls the drying of it there, or even after it's been dried, to protect the wood like that.
From moisture getting
Yeah,
in.
from these companies that I buy these stuff from, they take very good care of their wood, so they get a good quality product of their wood and whatnot, which costs more, but it's worth it in the long end because of the grain. Doesn't look like much from this there. It looks like just old nasty old waxy piece of wood, but when it gets done, this is such beautiful. Oh, beautiful. In fact, I got some smaller pieces that I had made out of from pen blanks.
Right. We should,
Which I made snowmen out of there for Kathy's zipper.
Skeps.
Skeps, yeah, Skeps to make zipper pulls. Those are gonna, maybe next month we can show those.
Maybe
next time.
Yeah. I want to pick out just the perfect line of fabric to go with that. That's really gonna accent it. Yeah. We're not selling the little zipper pulls at this point.
No, they're for the bags.
They're for the bags.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's my haul.
That's
and
beautiful.
That's quite enough.
Yeah.
It's beautiful wood. I'm very happy to have that.
I don't have much haul. Mainly I've got my thread packs that I get in, my flosses. But I've got a bunch of this because it was December and then I'm starting to get for January. So this was the Floss Fix Classic Color Works from Fat Quarter Shop for December. Beautiful reds. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue in this or not. I would like to, but we'll see. This is the Weeks Dye Works. So it's a bunch of greens, really pretty.
Very pretty.
This is NPI Silks for December. This is December. Yep.
The plastic makes it.
I know. I turn it a little bit. It kind of shows a little better. Browns and reds. Really pretty. And my Vicki Clayton silks. It was funny. These are the variegated silks that I got in for December floss pack. I want to continue these if possible. And I got this in. This was, oh, I'm sorry. This was for December floss pack. And something kind of funny happened yesterday.
Yeah.
I got this floss pack in for January, which is beautiful. These colors, blues. Oh, I don't know if you can see those blues and the browns, creamy browns. Oh, pretty. So pretty. But anyway, I got this in, and both ends were partially open, right? And 2 of the spools went out on the floor, and I thought, oh my gosh. So anyway, I took it upstairs and put it in my basket that I keep my haul in until we do a FlossTube. And I looked and I thought, oh, that's not as many as that. So I counted December, and there was 16 from Vicki, right? And then I counted January, and there were 15. And I couldn't remember if it was 15 we were supposed to get or if it was 16, because my other packs I'd already put away in my storage bin.
Yep.
So I emailed Vicki and I said, Vicki, I got my silk pack in for January and I think it's missing one.
Oh, we need to give you one back from December.
Yes, because I got 16 in December and I got 15 in January. And so she emailed me back and she said, the one extra one in December was a present. So thank you, Vicki.
Bless her heart.
Okay, I got some fabric in from Grace Notes. This was my last Grace Notes linen.
Okay.
I'm kind of sad about that. But anyway, I need to, use up some that I've got. She sent this beautiful card. Oh my gosh. Beautiful Christmas card.
Snowflake sticker.
Snowflake sticker. I think I might have to rejoin her. if she has any room. And she also sent this little needle minder. Isn't that pretty? Etched in there like music. Grace Notes fabric with the clef. Is that what it's called?
Music clef, yeah.
Yeah, music clef.
Yeah.
And the, what is that one? That's just for the bass or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bass clef.
Bass clef. You gonna put those back in there?
Sure thing, you betcha.
Okay. And this is raspberry latte, fat quarter 36. Let me put this one here. See if it'll show up better with the. Her fabric is so beautiful. Oh my goodness, let's hold it back here. No. Okay, it is just really, really, really getting washed out. Oh, there we go. That's better.
Oh boy, we'll get together here, folks.
But it's not showing up really quite true to color.
Again, that's the camera thing there. We need to get a better camera.
Yeah.
I think. Maybe we need to learn how to use this one. I mean, it only works one way, so yeah. But that is beautiful. That is beautiful fabric.
Beautiful fabric.
Yeah.
Very. Oh, it smells so good. Very talented. And she uses white art because it has the orange strip, which I prefer that over Witchelt. Witchelt's real stiff and thin. Just yeah, I don't like it. And then I got my color and cotton fabric of the month for December. I can put all this back in here, I guess. Sorry guys, hang on just a minute. So I really didn't get that much. Too much.
No. Nice stuff.
It'll all get used, hopefully.
There's no doubt whatsoever. It's not going to go bad.
If I live long enough.
You better.
Okay, and this is called Lemon Drop. 36 count.
Oh, that'll show up there.
And it is definitely a soft yellow.
Yeah.
So that would probably be really pretty in an Easter stitch.
It would be. It
Wouldn't
would be,
it?
as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice soft yellow.
With
almost like a lemon.
Little bunnies on it or Easter eggs. Yeah, it's a real soft yellow. It's very pretty. I like color and cotton.
Absolutely.
It took me forever to get into their club, but I got on the waiting list, and all of a sudden one day I had an email. There's a spot. You want it? That I'm in.
There you go.
Thank you.
Nice.
Oh, and then I wanted to show one more thing.
Okie doke. What would that be?
What you got me for Christmas, one of my Christmas presents.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah,
Is
I
that
saw
okay?
that over there.
Yeah, if I can get
Can you
to
get it to it?
I think so.
All right.
I have a, let me do it this way. A travel light, which I can't stitch without light.
Gotta have light. See all them little holes.
And I got this light from Fat Quarter Shop. And I know I've seen a lot of stitchers use this. It's the daylight. Okay, so I had this light, which, you know, you can charge it and then it lasts for like 8 hours. And it's pretty bright. Not that I'm advertising. Woo-wee. Sorry, guys. But anyway, it works great. You know, when you're traveling in the car, or when we go to your mom's,
right.
You know, and I take stitching, or if I go to Barbara's or wherever, to the doctor's office. But I was just throwing it down in my bag, and it gets all banged around and everything. And Peter got me a case for it.
Good hard case.
Good hard case, which, you know, this is meant for a DVD player, I think.
Yeah. But it works just fine for that.
It works great for that. It has a handle, a nice handle, and it has a zip pocket on the back, and I've thrown scissors and, you know, stuff in these pockets. It has a big zip pocket here, and it's got these pockets. And then down at the bottom it has Velcro straps that will hold my light into place. Keep it in place. I really like that. Thank you.
Good,
Thank
good.
you for getting that for me.
Oh, you're welcome.
I mean, I could even put my stitching in here.
You could, as a matter of fact, yeah.
You know, that's not the greatest place for my scissors, but yeah, I love that.
Very good. I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah, you did good.
Well, how about that?
And it has one of the two-sided zippers. So I like that. You got that on Amazon, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Did, yeah.
So I think with that, we are
That's it then, huh?
pretty much
That's it.
done. I forgot to call out any well, I've called out a few floss tubers, but people that I've watched, I forgot to write it down.
Well, you got off the top of your head there, you think of some?
Oh, one that I watched yesterday, and I'm really glad to see her back. Cheryl from Tranquil Stitchers. She's back on FlossTube, and I like her. She lives up I think in the mountains of North Carolina, and she's just a sweetheart, and she has some beautiful stitching. She really has. I enjoyed watching her. Let's see, who else have I watched? Olivia from Pumpkin Hollow. I always try to catch her. Little bit of so and so's, which I want to get some more because they have wonderful tips and just amazing stitches. Yeah. Normally, when I'm upstairs, I've gotten to a point where I'm listening to the Bible.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of times I just go up there and I'll put on my audio Bible and just have that playing, and it's just very peaceful. So that's what I do when I'm stitching in a forest screw.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So I can't think of any more off the top of my head. Julie with Reflection Framing and Stitching, she's opened her shop, and I know she's glad that's done.
Yeah. Well, you're always watching somebody on FlossTube there. So many of them that I don't know their names, but I recognize faces. If I ever see you, I can say, hey, I know you.
Oh, if y'all haven't seen it, I just watched Brenda, and she did Brenda and the Cereal Starter, and she did a tour of her sewing room, and oh my goodness, she has some beauties in there. Yeah, and stuff that she has stitched. My word, that girl has stitched a lot of stuff.
How about that?
And all these cases with strawberries, and just beautiful. If you haven't seen that, you need to go watch it. I think when I watched it, there had already been like 10,000 views. And then she takes you kind of on a tour of her walls where she has her stitching stuff up on all the walls. And she goes all the way down to the floor.
Wow.
Yeah, she's got so many things she's stitched. Oh, I tell you. It makes me wish that I hadn't let cross-stitching go and that I had just been cross-stitching all these years.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I came back.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. I mean, you can't go back and
change anything, but just go forward. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you've been doing a lot of beautiful work and a lot of things you got now prepared to do, and just need time. It's all it is, time.
Time and the sense to do it.
No, you got that. You got that. Where you're limited is time.
The plans.
Time.
Yeah. So we'll put all the information down below. But if you have any questions, please, comment and let us know, and subscribe and like and share, and
love to hear from you.
Love to hear from you. We're waiting until we reach 750 subscribers, and then we'll do a giveaway. Don't know what it'll be.
Yeah.
But so go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and it makes a difference to YouTube. It does something to the algorithm, and when people do a search for FlossTube or FlossTubers, then it will push you up a little bit more if you have more likes, more subscribers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's statistics drive everything. So
yeah. But we appreciate y'all that have been so faithful and that comment and that keep coming back, and you just encourage us.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
So much, and
thank you for all your kind words.
We love doing this.
The time taken to actually leave a comment, much less watch our videos. And
right.
So
and we try to comment or at least heart, and like your comments. But just thank you for doing that.
Yeah. We need to be more focused on doing that as well.
Right. Yeah.
I know I need to do that.
Yeah, me too. I need to do more of it. So anyway, I think we're wrapping it up.
We're wrapping it up. Well, it's been an hour and a half.
Oh my!
Boom.
And we had a little bit of video before that.
A little bit, just very short.
So anyway, we don't know if you stuck with us.
If you have, you've earned your sainthood.
Hopefully we'll be back sooner next time. We won't be more than a month away. We really didn't mean to.
We miss you.
Oh gosh, yeah, we do miss. We miss you. And we miss communicating with you. And yes. So Peter's going to share a blessing.
Yes. This is from the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verses 20 and 21. It says, "Now the God of peace, who brought up from the dead the great shepherd of the sheep, through the blood of the eternal covenant, even Lord Jesus our Lord, equip you in every good thing to do his will, working in us that which is pleasing in his sight, through Jesus Christ, to whom be the glory forever and ever. Amen."
Amen.
So thank you again.
Beautiful. Thank you.
God bless you.
Yes, God bless you.
And we'll see you next time.
Yes, we'll see you next time. And always, many happy stitches.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.